Hey there, Saints fans. Welcome back. This is Talking Saints. I'm Alex, and this is Trip. Today, we are previewing our Saints-Eagles matchup in New Orleans. And, I think you have something
I
special
do
for
have
us.
something special to say. A couple weeks ago, about a month ago, we had put out a video talking about voting for Talking Saints as the best podcast on the Gulf Coast here. And we're actually in the top 3.
Whoa!
We don't know if we've won yet, but we are in the top 3. And we're going to film that process of going to the
Okay.
talk show. We don't have a table. They're already sold out, and they were expensive. But we do have standing room only tickets, just like in the Cowboys Stadium. Wow. So we're going to go check it out, and we're going to record our experience, and then hopefully record us going all across that stage with a first place medal that we never got. We have a space for it right over here if, for a trophy if we had one. Yeah, so, the Eagles, just lost a game to the Falcons where they should have won.
Yeah.
It's real disappointing because, while we are playing them, we always want the Falcons to lose. So seeing the Falcons win against them in a game that, was dropped by Saquon Barkley is really frustrating. But,
And you can't put it all on Saquon. They had a lot of chances to win the game. The decisions to go for it on fourth down a couple times throughout the game came back to bite them in the end. And then at the end, their defense just absolutely folded.
yeah.
They played that kind of that prevent defense towards the end, and Kirk Cousins was just diced them up. But they had a loss, and I'm sure they're desperately trying to win to keep ahead in the NFC.
Yeah, and the New Orleans Saints had a really good game against the Cowboys. Going off 2 straight weeks of just dominating their opponent.
Who dat?
Are the Eagles on par with the Cowboys? I'd imagine they're both pretty good. They're both good teams. The Cowboys are not a bad team. Doesn't matter what the trolls on the internet say when we beat the Panthers. Oh, well, it was just the Panthers. Now we've beaten the Cowboys, and it was just the Cowboys. You can't do that.
You haven't played anyone yet.
So,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I would imagine the Eagles are a pretty good team, just on that same level as the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So it's just you can't go into any game thinking it's an easy win. It's just not how you do it in the NFL. So hopefully the Saints are treating this just like the last week's game, where we're considering ourselves underdogs heading into it.
And they definitely pose different challenges. I think Dallas has a little bit better of a defense, but I think Philly has a little bit more of a dynamic offense. They have probably, a top 5 rushing game in the NFL, really. So it's going to be a big test to see how we can stand up against the run and against mobile quarterbacks. We did a lot in the offseason to stop these mobile quarterbacks,
Yeah, we added Willie Gay, and we've had so much trouble in the past with any type of mobile quarterback. The last one being famously being Josh Dobbs when we played the Vikings, and he just ran all over us. It's really disappointing to see those kind of things because our defense is extremely solid, and then all of a sudden, against anything, run, pass. We've locked it down, and the quarterback can just run away. Something had to be done to fix that, and I think the addition of Willie Gay does help that.
Yeah.
So
I think the biggest thing for us defensively is keeping that run game, that offense that they have to 3rd and long and 4th and long, because they have a play that is unlike any other play I've seen in my entire life. It's just an unstoppable, unbeatable. It's like when Tripp calls tight end attack in Madden.
yeah,
And that is called the tush push. And it's successful, like I want to say 90% of the times from 2 yards out.
yeah,
Or shorter.
We just have to figure. I mean, talking about blueprints of the game, keep them from having to or getting that in position to use the tush push. Make them have those longer 3rd downs, 3rd and 5. Where the tush push is pretty much invalid.
Yeah.
They actually did tweak the rule for the tush push just a little bit. Before it was the line and the quarterback were right up at the line. And you actually had 2 people just behind the quarterback, pretty much all touching the behind of the quarterback. Now the 2 people behind the quarterback actually have to be
a yard behind.
So, but I mean, Does that change much? Not really. So yeah, if we're gonna be successful and keep up this dominant run that we're on already with the 2-0 and the 91 total points, that I think I don't know if I mentioned this to you. The only other team to have scored more than that in the past 70 years in the first 2 games, so 91 points. The other team to do it scored 94 points, and that was the 2009 New Orleans Saints.
And we all know how that one ended.
Was that the Minneapolis Miracle? Just messing.
No.
No. That was the beatdown, the headhunters of
the Will Harrises of their day.
Absolutely destroying Brett Favre and
Right.
injuring him. And
Dude, Tyrann Mathieu and Will Harris both had a pretty big hit last game, and it was exciting that
clean hits though.
They did a textbook,
It's clean hits.
They hit him right in the chest the way they should, jarred the ball out, and didn't get flags thrown on him.
That one that Tyrann had eventually led to the pick by Paulson Adebo. So, our defense is clicking. They're having fun out there. Willie Gay's out there dancing with the team.
Yeah.
They're hyping up the fans. There was who dat chants going on in AT&T Stadium. I mean, the team, you could say all about the stats and the Kubiak and all that. Obviously, winning helps towards this, but it seems like that culture that was kind of dwindling is kind of solidified itself back. They're having fun out there. And
that's
teams that have fun on the field.
Swag. I got my swag back.
They got their swag back. It translates into the later seasons. It translates. You don't see, boring teams usually get far.
Yeah.
Normally there's going to be that connection, that energy. So, and that's kind of what we saw at the end of that game. Sunday.
Yeah, it kind of turned it into a home game by the end of it.
I mean, Cam and Derek Carr over there hugging on the sidelines, having a good time.
It was a bully beatdown, but I think the Eagles are just offensively they're a lot more of a challenge. Just that the way they run. I think that it's possible because AJ Brown is out to make them one dimensional. But even then, that they create a big challenge in the run game. They have Jahan Dotson, which has been kind of quiet, and then they have a guy named Britton Covey, I believe his name is. He kind of stepped up last week, but I don't think it's anything to be too scared of. I think we got him big as far as depth goes. I think the problem that Atlanta faced towards the end of the game, and Green Bay faced towards the end of the game, even though Atlanta won, towards the end of the game, all their defensive linemen started to get worn down a little bit. But the thing with us is we're kind of deep there. We can bring people in and out and keep them fresh. That's the good thing about our defense.
Defensively, though, their defense isn't as good as I didn't think their defense was going to be that great.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be all right. I know you were a lot higher on them at the beginning up, but I don't.
Well, I was projecting Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell to make more of an impact. Really, Mitchell, he was a complete liability on the end of that drive last week.
Yeah, they're definitely, it's.
But
they're rookies, man.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not. Fortunately for Kool-Aid, he's playing behind 2 really good corners. When he was out there, so do they get better in this game, or do they get better down the stretch? Sure, probably, but starting off these first couple of games, it's a learning curve going from the.
They're struggling. They still have, Darius Slay and Chauncey Gardner if he plays. Those are 2 pretty solid players.
Yeah, Chauncey's kind of flaky when it comes to playing against the Saints.
Yeah, I don't think he's played against us yet. I don't know.
I don't think there's been a game he's played against. No, there has not been a game played against us because that would have been a storyline.
He's always injured or something.
It's kind of strange. Wonder. Seems like someone might be a little scared. Yeah, he's afraid to get torched by Shaheed.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see. I wish we could bring Michael Thomas back just for one game. Hearing about them scuffling back in the day would be crazy.
Yeah,
to see.
We still need that physical receiver. Whether it's Michael Thomas, I think that bridge is burned.
It's burnt. We got maybe A.T. Perry steps up. I don't know.
Here's my thing. If you look back at it, and this is just a little bit off topic, but Pete Carmichael ruined Michael Thomas's career.
Yeah, and might have robbed Alvin Kamara of the Hall of Fame.
You see what it. I mean, just an average coordinator would have done fine. Obviously, Kubiak's looking a little, above average.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's just so much drama from the team because of just our offense not getting it going, probably ruined Michael Thomas's career other than, the injury stuff. But
Yeah.
he had a chance to come back last year, and there was just nothing.
Was up here. A lot of it was mental. A lot of it was physical. He wasn't staying healthy, but
I'll never forgive Pete Carmichael.
no.
I don't know. Back to the defense. D-line is almost the same problem. They're just young D-line.
Yeah.
They're not getting
Georgia
much.
boys.
Yeah, they're not getting much a stop in the run game. And when Alvin Kamara is averaging, what is it, like 6.3 yards a carry or something like that? It's insane. So hopefully Kamara balls out. That's not just because he's on my fantasy. That's also because I just love Alvin Kamara.
Hey, let's get another 4 touchdown performance.
I guess I'll take it. But we'll see. So if we can hold the Cowboys D-line, I was much more scared of the Cowboys D-line than I am the Eagles D-line. And we figured it out.
Yeah.
So if we could figure out their D-line as well, hope, I don't want to jinx us anyway. I'm always knocking on wood there. But if we could keep that same level of coming in, scheming for every single one of their defensive linemen and giving Derek Carr enough time to put the ball downfield, I think our offense is going to do just fine.
I think so too. I think we should win this game for sure.
So, our score predictions, I'll let you go first.
I got our Saints winning. I think it'd be, I'm going to say we come down a little bit on the points. I don't think we can score another. I think we can, but I don't think we're going to score 40 points in 3 consecutive weeks.
That'd be insane. I'd take it.
I think they score a little bit more than previous teams do. I'm going to go 30-21.
I was going to go 33-21.
Okay.
So,
yeah, because they don't kick field goals. They always go for it on 4th down.
Yeah. So that's going to be my prediction for the game. 33-21. You actually said 30-21.
Yep.
But we're both in that 30 points area. Here's the rest of our expert panel. Some of them were wrong last week.
Me.
And, I'm 2-0 right now. I'm probably just gonna say we're gonna win every time. So just we're gonna win until we don't. That's my philosophy.
You got a lead on us on some of us.
Yeah. So, but that's our expert panel's predictions, and we'll see how it turns out this week. But the matchups it's approaching quickly, and it's gonna be another big test for us.
Yeah, it's gonna feel like a playoff game in the Dome. We're going to be there, and we're going to be loud. We're going to try and impact the Eagles on every play.
We're going to definitely do our fan interviews before the game because I don't think I'm going to have a voice after the game.
I don't think I will either. It'd be hard to do a recap after the game, but we'll do our best.
Hey, guys, welcome back.
We'll have to learn sign language or something like that.
So we want to know what you guys think. You think we're going to win this game? You think we're going to lose this game? You got to talk about it here in the comments below.
Oh, yeah. Let us know what you think.
And, that's about it for our show. We'll get back to you after the game. Alex, got anything else for us?
Oh, no. Just, remember to like and comment and share the post. Turn that notification on so you know when we post.
But other than that, we'll see you Sunday.
Talking Saints, feel the rush. Every play gives us